Yo, what's going on, YouTubers, gamers, and hobbyists, and welcome to another episode of Chill with Pete. And this is a replacement for yesterday's show because halfway through it went all weird. It froze. A lot of my videos do that sometimes. I don't know if it's something I'm neglecting to do on the editing process. Certainly I'm neglecting to check them through, so I'm gonna have to make a point of doing that more and more now. So that's gonna be a time killer. So yeah, that's not good. Anyway, that's why I'm doing this one live, because I need to make up some time. Because if I do it live, then it will upload to YouTube immediately after, and I haven't then got to put it through my editing software or then upload it to YouTube myself. It'll just do it automatically. So yeah, I'm fine with that. It just needs to process it then. So I'm okay with that. That's fine. Anyway, if you're new to the show, this is the series where I usually just ramble on about stuff. So I'm not even painting or doing anything hobby related. I'm having a cup of coffee. And that is what dictates. It's like an hourglass. It dictates the length of the show. So yeah, have my first sip. I've got a busy day ahead today, so I am needing to chill now in order to kind of save my energy for later. Because what I'm doing is the walk-in wardrobe. I'm laying the carpet down anyway, so that is what I will be doing. I brought in the display backdrop yesterday because I knew I'd be doing another chill repeat at some point, and once it's gone up onto YouTube, I'll then put on what episode number it is, because I can't remember. 40 something, I think. 41, 42, maybe more. I don't know. I lose track of the series and the episodes and the numbers. But anyway, yeah. So try and remember what I talked about yesterday. I got my wife's Cyberman mug. It was the first one to hand. Well, I did mention yesterday that I'd entered the painting contest. I was actually trying to remember the painting contest from my local GW, and I didn't win, unfortunately. But I had two models entered. So my phone's just buzzed now. It's telling me that my show is starting. So I wonder if that's an indicative of the kind of lag it has. I don't know. Anyway, so people watching, most people will probably see this after it's gone up on YouTube. As before, I've not advertised this as a live show or anything. In fact, I could barely remember how to do it, and I've got to deal with that in the studio at some point. But I'm not out there today. I'm at home. Anyway, going back to the GW painting competition, I'd entered this competition, and I didn't win, but a couple of things. I got some great comments and feedback on the models I entered, and the other thing was when I entered them, they got put in this big display cabinet with all the other models that were entered into the competition, and I'm happy to say they didn't look out of place. They looked like they were worthy enough to be on that shelf and in that cabinet, and it looked great. I did take a picture of it on my phone, so it didn't come out that great, but I stuck it up on Facebook anyway. But there you go. So that was one thing. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I've got a reminder here of what the other thing was I spoke about yesterday. Because it's about a book, and it's a book I'm 3/4 of the way through. I've nearly finished it. It won't take me long. Now, but I'm going to hype this book. I'll just turn that around. Right, there's a book called The Elfish Gene, and I thoroughly recommend it to anyone. Anyone that's ever role played, especially as a child, even more so in the 70s and 80s. You will relate to this book. Totally relate to this book. It's scary. It's me. It's me. It could have been written about me. Everything he's saying about what he went through as a child and playing Dungeons and Dragons and other role playing games. It's me. Even to the point of getting into heavy metal, which I did when I was at school. So yeah, very funny stuff. But yeah, the Elfish Gene, Mark Barracliff. It is really, really funny. Yeah. Extremely funny. But there you go. Coventry, 1976. For a brief blazing summer, a young Mark Barracliff had the chance to be normal. He blew it. Yeah, so recommend that, The Elfish Gene. It was recommended to me by my friend. Actually, that's my friend's book. Mark, who you may have seen one of my other videos recently, swung by to see the studio. Brought me that book to lend to me because it's very. He's been on at me for ages to read it. He said, you should read this book, and I'm like, yeah, I will. And I have been intrigued. A couple of times, looked for it, but I never wasn't available on the couple of occasions when I looked for it. But he just lent it to me. I just started reading it, and I couldn't put it down because it is me all over. And yeah, so totally relate to that. So that was awesome. So thanks for that. That was a good recommendation. Elfish Gene. I've been looking through my Space Wolf Codex recently, primarily to get the. I haven't actually started reading it yet, which is a bad thing, but I will do because I mean the first thing I needed to do was find the colors. I mean, although the colors are named like Rust Grey and Fenrisian Grey, and you think, well, that's got to be Space Wolf stuff. Doesn't necessarily equate that they will be the colors they use, but on inspection of the pictures, they look like the ones they've used primarily to get their main Space Wolf color. So that's the ones I've gone for. So you may that's up on YouTube now. My last on the bench repeat episode, which I filmed over a week ago. Actually, don't think there's too much in there. I might mention the painting contest, but other than that, yeah, shouldn't be any out of date stuff in there. The other day on Monday, I swung by GW again just to pick up my models from the competition. And on the way back, I stopped into a newsagent that I know sells wargaming magazines. I just picked myself up a copy of Miniature War Games. So yeah, so I've got a lot of reading and visual content to get through. Hoping to see something on the salute. I haven't had anything other than that. A couple of leaflets on it. So, but tomorrow I'm going with my friend to pick up my train tickets to get us there. We're going in to get our train tickets so that we can get there. Long day, but super looking forward to it. But I am in a bit of a quandary as to whether to film the experience on my usual movie camera, or to capture the experience via my my DLR. So I'm not sure on that one. I don't really want to take both all the way to Salute and drag it around because it's heavy equipment. Especially the main camera is quite heavy. The other one's quite light, so I leaning towards that one at the moment. Plus, it's smaller. So, but I'm thinking of sticking it on a tripod because you can always hold that at arm's length, and you can look down and get some really cracking shots like that, especially from up above. And you can hold it above your head when you're in crowds like you get at Salute, and it's good for doing that as well. And you can also then angle it down to get some great overview shots of the crowds and the stalls and all that kind of stuff. So that's what I'm thinking of doing. But I mean, I did that last year without the tripod, obviously. I just don't know. Closer to the event, I suppose I mean, I suppose a lot of people will be doing that, and it's good to relive an event like that through other people's eyes, I suppose. Anyway, I don't know. Whatever. I've had a question. I did have a question. I'll mention it anyway. I'll mention it again on Pinky. I was going to leave it to Pinky, but I have had a question asking me where my tutorials have gone. Why are you not doing any tutorials at the moment? And the answer to that is simply, it's not that I'm running out of ideas of what to do them on, because I've got plenty of ideas. There's loads of stuff you could do tutorials on. It's that I get a little bit, I don't know, downhearted when they're the only ones really that get down thumbs on the video. Now that shouldn't matter really, but it just gets a bit. I put a lot of effort and time into doing a tutorial, and then they down thumb it, which is okay. I'm fine with that. But I get downhearted when they don't leave me any feedback as to why. So how can I improve? I can't improve. It's like saying you're rubbish, but we're not telling you why. We're not giving you the chance to improve yourself. So I don't know. I'm at a loss. But yeah, they'll be back for sure. But I'm concentrating on other stuff at the moment. So yeah. Forgive me. I just got to check. Make sure there's no messages. Thought my phone went off then. Just making sure there's nothing urgent. So yesterday I filmed Chill with Pete. It was in the studio though, which I was happy to do, and it was nice. I was quite I got a little bit of a headache today, but I was quite thoughts were easy flowing, and I was able to articulate myself better than I am today, I feel. But what was I going to say? See, this is what I'm talking about. I lose my thread. Yeah, that's it. I had to stop the video and then start it because my dog started barking. I could hear that. I needed to go and find out what they were barking about, which is fine. So I came back, started it up again, and edited the two clips together. They seemed fine on their own. But then I stupidly didn't bother checking it through before I uploaded it to YouTube. Because I don't really want to watch video footage of myself rambling on. And, you know, I've already done the talk. I know what it's about. And it doesn't really hold any thrills for me. It almost feels like a waste of time. But I know now, experience has taught me that it isn't. Because it froze on the edit. And it does that. I've done that before a couple of times. It's very annoying. I'm sure I'm not the only person that this happens to, but so you know, someone said, "Oh, yeah, it's freezing here," and it's like right on the cut. I thought, no, I can't leave that up there. So it's only like half an episode, so I just took it down. I thought I'd do a live one today, which will then get uploaded anyway, which will be great because I'll save me time having to not just film it. Although I'm having to do that now anyway, but I'm using my rest time before I start laying carpets and whatnot to do this, and I've still got my coffee, although it's dwindling. But I can use my kind of coffee break to get this Chill with Pete done. Then I'm going to worry about it. It'll be uploaded to YouTube. No bother. So yeah, YouTube. And what's going on with YouTube lately with the whole copyright thing? I'm going to open this can of worms right here, right now. What is going on with copyright on YouTube, and why aren't more people up in arms about this? Anybody can put in claims for copyright against your videos, get strikes put against you, get your videos taken down, and they don't get any penalties for that. They can do it as many times as they want, willy-nilly. It's just ridiculous. And for some reason, YouTube seems to favor the accuser rather than the accused every time. It's just weird. Even when it's like blatantly not a copyright issue. Yeah, whatever. I'm not getting into the legalities of it all, the fair use and all that kind of stuff. Far better videos out there on that. I urge you to look for some. If anybody's interested, I can. Excuse me. I can email them a link to one. But yeah, I think more people would be talking about it, especially in our niche. I mean, we're lucky. We've got so much to thank Kevin McLeod for at Computech. And he's not the only one, I know that, because there are a few others, but Ben Sound is another one if you want to check out that. It's good free content. But I mean, I've downloaded music before that's been well, I've put in a free and royalty free music available for download. Downloaded it, put it on YouTube, copyright claim. What is with that? YouTube's algorithms pick it up and whatever. I don't know. Anyway, went into the hardware shop, got myself some of these, which I need for the carpet cutting experience. Carpet cutting extravaganza, which I can't wait to get into. Get that done. That'll be good. The sooner we can get that room done, the sooner we can get this room done, the sooner we can get the living room done, the sooner we can get the dining room done. And life is good. Life is good. Well, that's it. Coffee cup empty. So that's all I've got time for. Thanks ever so much for watching. And yeah, I can't remember anything else that I said on yesterday's episode of Chill with Pete, although I think there was something nagging at me, telling me there was a few things that I've neglected to mention that I talked about yesterday, but that's just the way it is. Sorry about the lighting in here; it's not that great. And but anyway, I'll catch you guys on the next episode of Chill with Pete sometime, or on the next video even. See you on the next video. And yes, look at this perspective. My giant finger. Ooh, dun, 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 dun. Guess I'm in a silly mood as well. So yeah, anyway, so like I say, thanks for watching. It's been a blast, and I will see you guys on the next one. All brushes. You know what I'm going to say? Splay out. Bye for now, guys.